PRG was not representing their interest. So this time around, they needed to be a little bit more resolute in their defense of the people that constitute their group. So all of these dynamics come to play when people are going to broadcast. So just last night, you sat in a car, then the price, or earlier in the day, let's not be fair. So let's say Ubeti leaves Tema to Accra. Ubeti pays 9 cedi in the morning. In the evening, Ubeti is told to pay 11 cedi.
Yeah.
He will be alarmed. And sometimes people don't forget this, See, sometimes you calculate the amount of money you're taking out in such a way that you know the amount of money you're spending on food and all of that. Just 2 cedi change might be problematic. People think it's just a small amount of money.
It's
not at all.
No, it's not.
Just that small change might create a lot of brouhaha over this. Just because we couldn't manage this better.
Raymond,
and just because we've not been cushioning our people against the multiplicity of shocks coming from all directions.
Let's get onto the phone lines. Let's activate the phone lines and begin to listen to all of you who have been using public transport over the period since the increase in transport fares. What's been the experience? What's been the impact on you? You can join us now on 0302 216 541, 0302 216 541, and then 055 1111 997, 055 1111 997. The phone lines have been activated now, and you can join us. You're right, Raymond. You're making a very fantastic, a very brilliant point. You step out in the morning, you know that, okay, this is how much I'm going to spend, only for you to come back and be told you have to spend more.
And we track that because we sent Papa Ne out in the morning. The prices were the same. It was in the evening when he went out again that the price had changed.
Yeah. Let's get to Ro from West Hills. Ro, good morning.
Hi, Winston.
Yeah, Ro.
And then my brother Raymond, top of the morning to you.
Good morning, Ro.
See, we all need not to play ostrich in this game. Yesterday, when the gentleman was on the show with Evans, he asked a very simple question. Even today, the plantain chips that we often buy in the traffic to say it's no more sold for 2 cedis. It's gone up to 3 cedis. Okay. It's the same size. They never consulted anybody before increasing that thing to 3 cedis. Don't let us act as if the drivers are working in some outer space. Please, let me say this. That coordinating council thing that they call themselves and they've issued a press statement. It's a shame. And I say the head of that council or whatever must bow down his head in shame. Let me tell you what. That department became very effective when we had the government policy to produce transport or actually augment the system with transport. See, before the which election brought Nana Akufo-Addo into office? 2016.
Yes.
There were politicians going around arming the GPRTU to fight the Ayalolo. You see what we are having today? That council became very effective when there were government transport system in the system augmenting their services.
Okay.
Now you see where we are after playing the politics with Ayalolo. You see?
Thank you very much, Ro, for joining us, Ro, from West Hills. Let's get to Tema Community 9. Ajiman Joseph, good morning.
Morning, Uncle. I hope you're doing well.
Oh, God is taking care of us. I believe you're fine too.
By God's grace.
Great.
I think the transport owners will also take their time. Uncle Winston, see, Saturday, when I was taking vehicle from La Paz to Tema, and instead of 10 cities, they were charging 12 cities. And I was asking, what is the percentage are you using? And what is the card that they used to post? If they pay the card, then they give the dimensions that from here to here, you are allowed to take this amount. Now, government is saying that they cannot reduce or take away the taxes on the fuel. Now, the drivers too are also saying that cost of living is very difficult. Because when you go to the market, they are going to buy things at a higher cost. So to me, instead of the authorities saying that you should reject the fares, we don't own the vehicles. You see? So I think they should come into compromise, sit down and judge all, so that they come into conclusion, so that both of us, all of us can be satisfied. Other than that, there'll be confusion all the way. God be with you.
God be with you too. Let's get to Asylum down now where Mark is. Mark, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
We're fine. How about you?
Doing well. Yes, I just want to add up to what the first caller said. I believe we've been told over the years that we are in a liberalized economy. I find it very difficult to understand that in a liberalized economy, we seek to regulate or control price of a particular sector. I don't get it. And I think this coordinating road transport coordinating council or something is a chance. We should just forget about it. Like he said, let's build an effective intra-city transport system. Look, as way back as 1957 or so, I was reading a certain document. We had buses with their routes, bus numbers with routes that could take certain places. And you knew at 7:45, bus 48 will be somewhere around Labon. The Carnation area called Foyo. Do people know how that place became Foyo? It was because of the bus that was passing there. So we need to be serious and we start issuing some of these directives. I'm running my business. I buy fuel. You have liberalized the deregulated the sale of fuel. And me buying the fuel to work, you tell me that for me, you regulate me. And it doesn't make sense. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mark from Asylum down. That's one is our next stop. Nene, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Please, how are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
We are fine by grace.
Great.
Look, for the first time, I totally agree with the driver. Because look, when we are going to buy the fuel at the pumps, sometimes in the morning you see the price, you buy it. By the time you are returning, the price has who did the oil companies consult before they increase that price? Are we not in the deregulation thing? So how do you deregulate one industry, then you want to control the other industry? How does it work? And out of respect and courtesy, the drivers have been meeting the government and then they meet them halfway. These guys are saying they've written a letter to the Ministry of Transport for how many weeks now, and they are not being responded to. The minister has traveled, so the whole ministry is shut down. What kind of system is this? And the people are running their transport and they are making losses. And you want them to continue? Why the government bashing? This is the time you need them to come in to augment the system so that at least it will reduce the burden, so that those who can't pay for the higher price can even join the bus. The buses are not there. It's the time the government should come in. But it seems they don't give a damn about the suffering we are going through. Electricity is going up, transport are going up, water is going up, salary is remaining the same. Meanwhile, they have increased their salaries. What kind of system is this?
Okay.
Oh.
Thank you, Nene from Dansuman, for joining us. Let's get to Asante Mampong, where Bishop is. Bishop, good morning.
Good morning, Winston.
Yes, Bishop.
I pity commuters and I pity drivers. I pity the government. And, we have to look at things dispassionately and then get this problem resolved so that we can all pay, understand, and pay the fares, and so that these arbitrary increases wouldn't continue. But I want to say something. GPRCU and their affiliates, recently, I think they went to the seat of government. The president listened to them and even made goal to reduce by some pesos, which they appreciated. So if the Transport Coordinating Council is not hearing them, I think they can still go there. Now they are saying that no, they have nothing to do with the Transport Coordinating Council in fixing prices. We are with them. They shouldn't just stop this thing now and then put things in a chaotic situation. We beg so that we all have fares to pay and then we understand ourselves so that everybody's industry will go on. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bishop. Let's get to Achimota. Ben, good morning.
Good morning, Winston. How are you?
I'm fine, Ben. How about you?
Yeah, God has sustained us.
Great.
I think that we must call a spade and not a big spoon. I think it's high time, and the drivers have compromised on a couple of things for a number of years, and I think that we must even commend them for that. For them to be even willing to sit down with government for all this while to negotiate before increasing prices is laudable. Now, why would there be a turnaround at this time? When people feel rejected, when people feel that their concerns are not taken care of, this is what happens. Winston, let me tell you the reality. I live at Chimota, or let me say Ofanko. Now, when I close from work, I will pick a car, and unfortunately, the drivers will not even want to go straight. So they'll say that they are going to Achimota Old Station. I pick a car. I have to alight at Achimota Old Station. Then they will continue from there, that from Achimota Old Station, now to Ofanko or to St. John's. I need to pay. So aside the increment, already I am paying a double of the amount that I used to pay. So the problem, we must tackle it from the source. Government, let them accept that they have disappointed all of us. We have the men. Where are the men? And let nobody, begin to believe that anybody who speaks against it is against the government. No, we are all part of government. We are all part of the MPP. Look at where we are now. I'm so disappointed. Why? What have Ghanaians done? It looks as if nothing is controlled. The center is not holding. We have lost it. And nobody seems to care about it. Ghanaians are suffering. We must understand that we are failing the people. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Ben from Achimota. Papansa from Latek. We have a final caller for now. Papansa, good morning.
Good morning, historian.
Yeah, Papansa.
How are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
Oh, God is blessing us.
Great.
Historian, you see, just last Saturday, I paid a sprinter from Amasaman to Tema. By then, I learned it was 12 cedis. But Saturday, when I boarded this sprinter, it was 15 cedis.
Okay.
3 cedis difference. So I asked the driver and they made that. This is 20%. And 20%, can you arrive at 15 Ghana? I said, we are too low. I'm sorry, I said, no. When you're too low, 20% out of 12 cedis, how much would it? You see, it's hard time. You see, it's good that you have to call this GPIT chairman and find out from me 20% of the amount that they are charging. What would they get?
Well, in your case, 12 cities, 20% of that is 2.4. So in total, 14 cities, 40 pesos.
Yeah, yes.
Maybe they run it up to 14 cities, 50 pesos.
So but, you see, politicians are robbing us. GPIT are robbing us. Electricity company of Ghana will come and rob us. Ghana Water will rob us. Telecom will rob us. So where are Ghanaians going now? You see, lastly, this fuel thing, I'm really surprised at the government. Because when Mahama was there, Mahama made sure Paul was working. So as the men that you have, what are you doing about Paul? Because you are bringing refined fuel.
What do you expect people to complain about? Every 2 weeks, you are increasing fuel. Meanwhile, when you bring the crude, things will go down. It's common sense. God bless us.
God bless you too. Thank you very much, Papa Nsa, for joining us. Papa Nsa will be our final caller for now. We'll come back and later on activate the phone lines. But still to come this morning here on the Super Morning Show, we'll be telling you about the surgical breakthrough. Brain mapping surgery. That's on a Hotline documentary, but I'll be after these messages.
Speed, roll it. Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. Joy 99.7 FM.
Baby, I block it. So yeah, my abemumo. I had an eye. Befa, oh, befa. Yeah,